If you just did this one thing for the next 28 days, your entire life would change in the course of a month. Now, it's very, very simple. All you got to do is respond with sounds. Go, if it's true for you, or if it's not true for you. You can also go like, or like make whatever sound you want. I'm going to go fast. And this is not about getting every answer right. This is about connecting with your sacral. Your sacral is your sexual creative energy. It's your digestive system. And it's all of this right here. It's really good at helping you make satisfying decisions. It really cares about you. It knows what to invest its energy in, and it knows what's going to be frustrating. Problem is, most people make decisions with their head. So what I'm going to do is ask you some questions, and you're going to respond. Or all of the above. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Are you indoors? Do you feel like you make enough money? Do you feel emotional? Do you have a good relationship with your parents? Are you thirsty? Are you hungry? Do you have a lot of energy? Do you like dancing? Are you excited for what you're going to do later today? Is there anything in your day that you're dreading doing? Is there anybody in your life right now that you're mad at? Do you feel successful? Do you feel satisfied? Do you know where your human design is? Do you know what your astrology is? Have you ever had Reiki before? Do you like what you see when you look in the mirror? Do you feel like your friends respect you? Do you feel inspired? Do you feel like you can access the flow state easily? Are you outside? Can you see your hands? Are you wearing any jewelry? Are your nails clean? Wonderful. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Congratulations. You might have just done your first sacral calibration. For those of you that have done this before, congratulations. The more you do this, the better you get. Now, the secret of this is in the simplicity. Most people make decisions with their head. They try and do the smart thing. They do the thing that their mom and dad would want them to do, or that their boyfriend or girlfriend would like, or the thing that's going to make their boss proud. And usually the last thing on their priority list is this actually going to be right and correct for me? Is it going to be satisfying for me? A lot of us as youngsters learned that, it's not always safe to want the things that I want or express that I want the things that I want. A lot of the times when we're kids, we get really excited, like, ooh, I want to go play over there. Mom and dad say, no, fuck you, little child, not knowing that for the rest of our lives, that is going to impact us. And it's going to keep us from using the sacral and listening to the sounds, the ahas and uh-uhs, the ooh, and the and it's going to put us up into the sterile mind, which I don't want to paint the mind out as a bad thing, but when you're using the mind to unravel something like satisfaction, like for instance, have you ever had somebody say like, why do you like that thing? And you couldn't explain it. Or why do you not like that thing? And you couldn't explain it. But then you went on and tried to explain it rather than just being like, yo, look, I don't like that. It's just It's just for me. Or dude, it's just, I just really like that. See, this makes life so much more complicated than it needs to be. Most decisions are made in an instant with the sacral, but the power of the mind will attempt to maintain some kind of control and safety and do the opposite of what the sacral wants. This leads to frustration, it leads to bitterness, it leads to disappointment, and it leads to anger. It leads to all the sorrows and woes of life are because you have the information inside you, but instead of using it, you're looking at everything outside of you and making a decision based off fear rather than love. For 70% of the population, this sacral is going to work for you exclusively. For the other 30% of the population, this sacral is going to tell you a lot about other people and some about yourself. Now, it's really important for both types, sacral and non-sacral beings, to practice sacral calibrations because for the non-sacral beings, it's like it's important to know the difference between a that's coming from my own body and that's coming from somebody else's body and my mind. For the sacral beings, it's super helpful to know the ahas that are coming from my body, the that are coming from my body, and what's coming from the mind. And practice makes permanent. Okay, so do this for 28 days. I have a whole playlist of these and I drop one every other day or so. So there's no excuse for you to not tune into this on a daily basis and radically change your life. Now, this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to how human design can make life fucking awesome. If you want the rest of the iceberg, visit ReikiMarco.com. I got $20 reports that are gonna absolutely blow your mind.